There once lived a king who ruled over a wealthy land. He had gold. He had guards. He had a crown brighter than the sun. But the king had one problem. He had no trade. From morning to night, the king sat on his throne. Others worked, farmers grew food, builders raised homes, teachers taught children, craftsmen shaped tools. The king did none of these things. "If I am the king," he said, "why should I learn a skill?" Everything he needed was brought to him. And so, the king grew comfortable. One day, a traveler arrived at the palace. He bowed respectfully and asked, "Your Majesty, what do you do?" The king laughed. "I rule," he said. "That is enough. A ruler who makes nothing relies on everyone else," the traveler said with a smile. The king frowned. "I depend on no one," he replied. The traveler bowed again and left. Not long after, trouble came to the kingdom. Trade routes closed. Supplies slowed. Gold meant less than food and skill. The palace workers began to leave. The king sat alone on his throne, hungry, cold, confused. For the first time, he asked himself, "What can I do on my own?" The king tried to bake bread. It burned. He tried to fix a chair. It broke. He tried to grow food. Nothing grew. Each failure made him angry, then quiet. The king realized something painful. Everyone else had learned their skills slowly, patiently, humbly. And he had skipped that journey. Instead of giving orders, the king began asking questions. "Can you teach me? How did you learn? May I try again?" Day by day, he practiced. He learned to cook simple meals. He learned to repair tools. He learned the value of effort. The crown felt heavier now, but the king felt stronger. One day, the traveler returned. He saw the king working with his hands. "You have changed," the traveler said. The king smiled. "I am still a king," he replied. "But now I have a trade. A title can give power, but a skill gives independence. A crown may earn respect, but work earns wisdom." And so, the king ruled better, because he finally understood the value of learning, humility, and effort. No matter what your position is, having a skill makes you stronger. Thus, the lesson was learned. True leadership is built on connection, not control. Stories end. Lessons stay. Follow 4 more stories that teach without shouting.